Death. It's all around us. Technology, also all around us. Can we use the latter to cure the former? One man believes we can, and he is here with us today. Please welcome Mr. Zoltan Istvan. We want to talk today a little bit about transhumanism.
Transhumanism is an international movement, a few million people around the world that want to use science and technology to radically change the human being and also radically change the human experience.
A lot of it seems kind of far-fetched, but I feel like there's a lot of technologies out there today that probably fall under the umbrella of transhumanism.
Transhumanism is whatever you sort of want to think about. Is it the first time we picked up a rock and made an axe, or is it really a jet airplane flying at 30,000 feet? But I like to think of driverless cars as transhuman. I like to think of the artificial limbs that we put on war veterans.
What other technologies do you think are kind of down the line or in the near future?
One of the most futuristic type of technologies that a lot of people love to think about is mind uploading. And in fact, as a journalist, I write about that a lot. Eventually, we're going to have our own avatars in machines, but that opens up so many different avenues of thought. And artificial intelligence in 10 or 15 years could be 10,000 times smarter than us. So our upload in mind is going to tap into that artificial intelligence and be 10,000 times smarter than us.
That sounds kind of intimidating to talk to yourself, but infinitely smarter?
It would be very scary. I mean, because you want to have some randomness, you want to make some mistakes, but this smarter self may not make any mistakes.
Yeah.
It might be like, Zoltan, that doesn't sound very good to me, do this. And I'll be like, hey, don't tell me what to do.
If we get to the point where physically we don't have to think about death quite as much, it becomes a choice. What do you think that does for us?
Well, not dying as a species is going to dramatically affect everything. I mean, just think of it. For example, if you were going to live 1,000 years, you would do other things, career things, or you would go traveling, or you would just become a guitarist and sing at a bar in the Bahamas or something. I mean, there are a million things we would do.
I feel like I'd stick around for a while.
Oh, totally.
Learn every instrument.
Of course, you'd be an expert. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a professional surfer.
So let's talk about the Transhumanist Party.
We're a small political party, been founded about a year ago. Broadly, the community is interested in using politics as a means to further the transhumanist agenda, which is just to say, let's promote science and technology more. Instead of, for example, spending trillions of dollars on far-off wars, why not have the American government spend all that money on a war on cancer? I mean, this is really what my presidential campaign is about, is just trying to make waves, trying to enter the national conversation and say, hey, don't you think we can do better? Don't you think we can spend money on our health, on our longevity? Slowly, we can overcome any kind of disaster, any kind of problem that we have as a species by putting in these bionics or robotics or 3D printed organs that will help us become a much stronger species. This is really important. For example, imagine if the dinosaurs had the bionic lung, they might have survived.
That would have been bad for us, though.
Yes, very bad for us.
We'd have a rough go of it.
Who's that at the door?
So the future's looking bright, is the point here.
100%. We just need to put resources. Instead of putting money into bombs and far-off wars, let's put the resources into technology and science and let ourselves live 20, 30, 100 years longer.
Spectacular. Zoltan, thank you so much for joining us today, and may you live forever.
May you live forever too.
I can't wait.